Why hello there, fellow fleet admirals. Rodamont here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld. Episode 5, Don't Ignore the Warning Beacons. Okay, time to fly around and look for survey missions that might lead to known... Or actually, we have a little bit of intel already. But here's our overclock station for bionics. Because you can overclock bionics to be even stronger. But we do have some known potential areas to look. Because we have some remote survey data for like Terran-centric world and an arid world. So we could go over to that Terran-centric world and just see what's up. Oh, one more thing is Wishbringer, you won this ship. So how much of a learning curve does the game have? Quite a bit. It's like easy to get into, but it's hard to master. So when you start playing, expect to just like get wiped a lot. And that's kind of like par for the course. As part of the learning curve, I would say. Not to say that it isn't fun. It is a lot. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Pirates! That keeps happening. I keep dropping right into pirate bases. I don't really know how I do that, but I've done it twice now. Where like I activate the gravity well of a pirate base. And then I'm like, hello, and drop on them. It's not healthy. This is the Terran-centric world, I think. If I recall correctly, it has ruins. And if these guys want to mess with me, I'll fight. Because, like, I could take out that pirate group. I just couldn't take out something bigger. I don't mind getting some battle scrap. Did I... This didn't have... Oh, I already searched the ruins here. Is that the same pirate base I almost, like, landed on before? Because there's a desert world over there that might have had ruins. So let's go over there and see if we can't, steal pirate ruins. That works for me. Because it looked like the fleet guarding this base was pretty tiny. Yeah, they're avoiding conflict. And there's no ruins here. Because the debris that I saw was regarding the base itself. We're gonna catch you! Alright, we're gonna pursue them. And... take command of the action. So who are we fielding? I am gonna choose not to field the mule, because it's not really a combat ship. Or the drone tender. Because it's not exactly a combat ship either. They're trying to flee from us, so this is a speed race. And luckily for me, I have a fast freaking ship because I just installed a whole bunch of movement speed mods. So I should be able to catch them no problem. Can't run from me. And most of my, like, buffs here isn't to the Wolf's F's mods or anything like that. And I'm not even really good. Like, this isn't a strong wolf. I can't wait until I have, like, a Sunder. It's to my cybernetics that's just making my paladin even more powerful. So that's why I'm able to, like, run these guys down like they're nothing. Because I move way faster than they do now. Yay, the Hyperion's here. Yeah, you're screwed. Watching the Hyperion just roll up and go blam. Ship recovery. With those quantity of demods, I'm gonna pass. I'd rather just the salvage. There we go. We're getting some combat experience now. What was the other? So there was an arid world that down in Kalu. Did we? We've never been there. So let's go. Oops, that's not the button I was trying to hit. Let's go down there, and it's a class 5 world. It's probably not something that we're going to necessarily colonize, but it's somewhere to go before other missions are being offered. Was this a warning beacon? It is. Okay, we definitely don't want to go into Lafon. You know what? I do. I want to see how bad it is. And then I'll get the hell out. So there's a really nice Terran world here, which is probably why there's a high beacon. So generally speaking, from broad big picture, worlds that have very nice, that like are very colonizable, tend to be guarded well. Remnant, nice, a cargo ship. Awesome. So now we have a cargo tender. These Remnants can hold, it's a weird phase ship, but like, beggars can't be choosers. I need cargo space. So if we take a look at our cargo room, I don't even see cargo room. Here we go. The Revenant's holding 450, the Mule's holding 325. So the Revenant, without even any like mods or anything, is holding more than the Mule is. So I was warned that this system is very dangerous, so I'm gonna take that to heart and be cautious as I approach, because I haven't save scummed once, and I really don't. Okay, it's yeah, you guys. I'm getting out of there. So yeah, that's nest. I don't want to fight that. Oh my god. Stop it. Okay, let's do it. Move to engage. I didn't want to, but I will if I have to. In this case, I'm going to take the Mule in with me and take the drone tender in with me, because we might need them. And the big fight here is the Brilliant that's coming in. That one. He's the guy to beat. Fulgents are big, but they're pretty dumb. They're not too hard to bust up. And I want to hide behind the my support ships as much as I can, while like harassing the hell out of the things that I can. So let's try to overheat this Fulgent and break it up. Alright, I'm here fighting this guy. You know what? You focus them. We do have a bit safety in numbers, but like not by much. Probably my best bet is to use my speed and agility knocking out their glimmers, their really easy ships, so that we just have a numerical advantage to use like Wolfpack tactics against them. So what I want to do is I want to get by... Yeah, this Fulgent just keeps harassing me. Maybe me and the Hyperion can mess it up. Oh, one of the glimmers is down. And this full... Oh, there goes the Buffalo. I figured Buffaloes are not really good combat ships. Shoot. Getting stuck between two. Oh, there goes Jacking Chan the Falcon. That's not good. Probably the Brilliant took it out. Okay, the Brilliant has had hull damage, but I think what I want to do is I want to have my smaller ships focus on smaller targets for now. And then we'll all converge against the stronger targets later on. Where did that... How did you get... How? Hyperion, how did you... What the hell happened? Alright, I'm backing off of the Fulgent because that Hyperion just, like, ditched me. Super fast. The other thing I could do is I could try to keep pressure up on the Brilliant myself, but I was hoping to knock out the smaller targets quick. So I'm gonna go put pressure on. And you can see why I didn't want to enter this fight, because I have a bunch of demodded scrap ships. This was not a fight I was positioned to win. So poking my head into like a dangerous sector was like honestly a bad idea, but I knew it was going to do that. I just thought I would be able to outrun. The problem is the Remnant phase tender that I picked up had such slow movement speed that it actually made more sense to probably scuttle it to avoid this fight than to enter this fight and in hopes of being able to like be effective. But you know, whatever. It's all fun. Okay, that Hyperion is not going to do well against Brilliant. The strongest thing we have in our fleet now is probably the Manticore. So I might want to stick around with the Manticore and just like gang up on whatever it's attacking with the Shrike, as those are the only two destroyers left in our fleet, and to use the multi-destroyers to whittle them down. So here I go. I'm going to try to rotate this Fulgent so either it blocks me or blocks the Shrike, but it can't block both. But I don't have a lot of missiles left. My Swarmer missiles are down to like 0. Oop, crap, was not paying attention. Fluxed myself. Shield up. There we go. Okay, getting some licks in. There we go. One down. I don't think we're going to have enough oomph for that Brilliant, though. I might need to issue a flee order, a retreat order for everyone. More than likely. Because Brilliants are just hard to take down unless you have a lot of muscle. Come on, Manticore, help out. Come on, Manticore, get in there. Use your Goss or whatever weapon I gave you. Oh my god, oh, bye-bye. I was about to say the Hyperion is like nothing but a wreck husk now. What are you doing? Okay, you know what? Let's issue a full retreat. And I'll try to cover them as much as I can. I'm probably faster than all the other ships, but we're not winning this. At all. So what I'm going to try to do is run interference so that the rest of the ships can get away. Wasting time. Come on. I did a, full retreat. So they should be in full retreat. Fully going backwards. Come on, Lumen. Chase me, not them. And it looks like I'm pulling all the Remnant ships on me, which is good. It gives my rest of my crew time to retreat. Because I move way faster than they can. At 0 flux. Okay. Manticore's making it out, as am I. A lot of the chips are probably going to be recoverable. God, where's my retreat option? I'm like at edge now. Hello? Let me leave. Where is the leave option? Game? Can you allow me to retreat? This is weird. I, like, physically can't. There's no retreat. I'll just fight until I die then. Okay. I'm disabled. Normally when you go to the edge, you can retreat, but it just, I wasn't hitting its, like, interaction point. Alright. Attempt to disengage. And this is a coordinated retreat now. We're getting messed up by these. And that's the strength of, like, a Brilliant. They're just... A lot of the AI ships, if you're wondering, have extremely good flux management, meaning that they manage... So flux is, like, how hot your ship is. So shooting your guns heats up your ship, using your shields heats up your ship, and some ships are like burst fire, right? That they have low flux pool, so they do a lot of damage all at once and they have to cool down, right? They overheat. And then some ships are the opposite, where they just can keep going, but they can't do burst damage. The AI ships are kind of like the worst of both worlds, where like they can do a lot of sustained fire, but they have a great flux pool, so they're always like cooling down, making them bang for their buck more powerful than most of the other ships in their class, generally speaking. And the way to do that, the way they overpower them, because they have such good flux management, is to burst fire them or swarm them beyond their capacity to stay cool enough to stay in the fight. And we just didn't have the burst damage for that, and we didn't have the you know, the swarm for that, because they numbered just about as much as we did. So it was a losing fight, and I knew it going in, and you know, but we couldn't get away. I tried to limp away. What I should have done is scuttle that Remnant tender, because it was slowing us down. Because your fleet only moves as fast as the slowest person or the slowest ship in the fleet, and they were by far the slowest by like probably 8 or something, 6, something like that, which was the problem, because all the other ships had been retrofitted for speed. Come on, retreat already. There we go. Oh, got disabled. I guess they didn't make it out. Okay, fleet. Yep, we're back down to like nothing. We're level 13 though, so they're not going to catch us. And Icy did level up. Is there something Icy can do to help us out? Explorer would be really helpful. So I'm going to pick up Explorer. We are out of supplies entirely. So I know that our fleet is degrading. What I was hoping to do is to circle back to the debris field that we just, like, caused, to then pick over the debris to try to grab stuff that we might have left behind. But I think it's probably going to be our best interest to just bail on this area altogether. I don't think there's anything to be had here anymore. So I'm going to go back to core, and I'm going to change the option to seek out debris fields, debris fleets now, because we don't have a fleet anymore. It got Remnant wiped. Did you have a gate? No, that was the pirate system. Ooh, I don't want to salvage any of the remaining ships, but we really don't have a lot of supplies here. And I don't have enough supplies to pick over it for material. So what we need to do is we need to drop right onto Orthrus, which is this gravity well. Okay, updated the priority. Where are those Orthrus? There it is. And we'll activate the Samara Gate while we're here. Alright, the gate is right next to us. That makes it easy. So probably the easiest way to pick up missions is to be somewhere in the center of the core, so that we get, like, the most radio chatter about derelict ships to pick up. So currently being offered is... I mean, weapons cache. I don't really... I'll wait until there's actually ship offerings. No, don't tithe me. Just go away. Now all they want is, like, probe scans. Of course you do. I would go tap some more comms. Yeah, maybe if I'm not picking up any good intel, I'll spend a little bit of time tapping comms. So let's tap... Where's your comm? I'll tap some comms to try to pick up more radio chatter more quickly with less effort. Then while I'm here, I don't think any of the ships we've got right now we need to change. Although I might want to hire more crew so that I can crew up whatever we end up finding out there. So maxing out crew and maxing out, So we're probably not going to be serving anything anytime soon. So let's ditch the heavy machinery, because it's not really going to serve any purpose. Because you need much more crew than we currently have to be able to, like, serve anything reasonable. The most stable systems for sniffers are ones that are uncontested and are not targeted by pirates. So Sconia's usually one such. You could also do Canaan, because there's no uncontested there, or some of the Persian League worlds that have no contested. Because if there's, like, warring factions, you will probably lose your... Oh, here we go. That's a boon. You'll probably lose your comm sniffers pretty quickly. So as we try to fill up our fleet, I'll try to do it in such a way that we can build up future data so that we can, oh crap, that's not where I want to go. So we can quickly, find relevant quests for us. Alright. We have a big old, cruiser here. Throw together a raffle timer, and let's go set it up. It's too slow, it's burn 9. And given burn levels what last killed us, we want to bring that up to snuff. So, drive, ITU, and let's hook it up with weapons. And a captain. So we'll captain it with the... Ooh, I don't know. We'll have to equip it first. A lot of the weapons that I liked were lost in that last big fight, so we're gonna have to be a little... It's not gonna be as easy to, like, throw on whatever we want in here. So I'm giving it some burst PD, maybe ion cannons on the left and pulse lasers on the right, and more PD in the back. But, like, lower quality PD in the back, because hopefully it won't get knocked out from behind. It doesn't have lasers, so it doesn't need optics. Doesn't have beams. Its shield arc is 180. That's pretty good. We'll do thrusters for mobility. Maybe accelerated shields? No, I'm going to leave more for capacity as events. Can't say I love it, but it's good enough for now. Rex, unnamed. And that will be grabbed a name soon. Right, that's also going to allow us to buy more fuel and crew. So we can crew up to 290, which is pretty good for, like, survey reasons. I'll just buy supplies because I have the money. Do we have supplies here in the terraformer? No, we don't. Okay, buy more supplies. Keep us rolling. Alright, let's install some comm sniffers and then try to find some derelict fleets. Here we go, derelict ship. So we have some leads already, perfect. So once I install the comm sniffer, we'll go out to this hegemony derelict ship mission. Hopefully it will result in... Here's some more. Okay, the comms we want to install is right next to Syndria, so it's right here. We also don't have the gate active, so I'll scan that too. Losing that many ships will be pretty common. It's just par for the course. You want to get in a fight, you have to risk a fleet. There's really no way around that. Alright, the current ones that we have pointed... oh, crap, they're pretty far. Oh, no, those aren't what they accepted. Oh, they're not too bad. So we'll go to Yakil to the north. We could also pick up some black hole telemetry stuff while we're up there. Maybe. Pirates for derelict ships. I don't really care who's paying, as long as it leads me to derelict ships. Realistically, you could just not accept them and just, like, fly out to where they are, but it's easier to accept them and get paid for it, I would say. Alright, there is a warning beacon low here. So it's not as... I mean, the last system was a Remnant one. It was high. The point of interest here, where we are, the quest specifically, is saying what? Outer reaches? Okay. If this is a binary system, which it is, that makes it even harder, because who knows where that might be. And Turtle, you are the newest ship. Okay, there's ruins there. Looks like a pretty big world, so I don't know if we're gonna have the and there's also ruins in this barren world too. Yeah, we don't have the heavy machinery, so we'll have to come back to these. We know that there's 2 unsearched ruins here, which is, well, potentially high value. A Starliner. That's really good for crew. That's a good find. We got combat readiness, shield raise, flux capacity, max speed, and hull. Turret rate, combat readiness, and market size. Not bad. So there's sensor pings next to the sun, but that's absolutely not going to be it. What are we so... Oh god, that Starliner's so freaking slow. It's good to know that if we get targeted by, like, pirates or something, we're going to have to just scuttle it. Because we... Oh, Marines. We won't be able to get away with a Starliner allowing us to limp at, like, 12 speed or 13 speed or whatever. It's terrible. And Com Sniffer was already lost at Syndria. God damn it. Okay, there's a tiny remnant fragment. Not something to be worried about. Oh, and the frickin' food that we threw off. Okay, we've got... somewhere in the outer reaches. Lemon, or Lemonade, thank you for the resub. Outer reaches are the worst. Oh, the Starliner. I guess I can also raffle off a Starliner while I'm looking at it. So, Mr. Sunsu, interesting name for a Starliner, but you are now the Starliner. The Art of War piloting a citizen pacifist ship. Where do you guys... where would you say I should search? Some distance away. I tried, like, this arc here, saw nothing. The other thing that we could potentially do is roll with Vaudals in the future, so that I can do a neutrino detectors. I don't usually like to dedicate cargo space for Vaudals to run those, but, like, these sorts of go fetch, go find it missions can be brutal without. In fact, part of me says just, like, forget this one and go to another one. The other two we have is some distance away and then heart. So the one at the heart of the star system is really easy to find because you just go to the star and it's going to be right there. And then ditching this one also gives us the chance to install faster drives on the Starliner, so it's not so friggin' slow. Does this thing have, like, broken drives? Yeah, okay. It's a slow ship that has broken field drives. You don't say. You know, it probably didn't break down in combat out here. It just, like, broke down and, like, forget it. We'll taxi home. So there was a lot of potential hostile pings around the star. Noted. And server data for an errand world. Extended magazines, escort package... Shield, pilot hall, flux. Oh, hello. Cryoarithmetic engine. So I know that the pings that are next to the red dwarf there are, like, absolutely not what we need. And then the arid world has planetside ruins. So just to make my life a lot less frustrating, I am going to give up on this one and do the one that's going to be easy to do, which is the one where it's near the heart of the system, and retool that Starliner so it's not, like, painful slow. So if we want to get to serving planets, the Starliner is going to help out a lot, because that's going to allow us to expand the crew so that we can survey planets, but then I need some sort of, like, cargo ship to be able to hold all the supplies that we'll need. But we're getting, you know, we'll get there. I'm also going to need to activate the Mazalot gate. I'm gonna keep the Marines because I can't buy them, so they're kind of important for that reason. Alright, Starliner. Militarized subsystems and AUG drive. I'll let you keep your guns, though. I won't strip those off. All right, with that, you move at 9. I think I'm gonna pay for a refix, a restore. It's worth it to move at 10, so we can outrun our enemies. Hire a little crew. Oh my god, we can have so much crew with that thing. It makes Quantum Ship kind of obsolete a little bit, low-key, but like I'll hold on to it for now, because, I mean, we're skeleton crew anyway. With 1,000-something potential crew, anything we could possibly need to survey, we could survey, even the largest gas giants, once we have the heavy machinery and the supplies for it. And we move at max speed, which is awesome. Before we go to the derelict ship where I like actually will know where it is, let's sort through our scrap and then throw everything into dry dock storage. Now I need to find Invictus? Yeah, or something big. Something that could allow us to, you know, punch our enemies good. Because I don't have like a ship that can do cargo, I'm gonna hold off on pulling heavy machinery around, because I don't think we're going to be doing any survey until I have some sort of cargo vessel. So the derelict ship here, we should be able to do because that's at the heart. So at least we'll aim for one of these derelict missions to be done. So just, I don't want to be wandering a solar system with no real target. That sucks. Oh, it's not here. I'll look at this system before I move away. No gates. No high-quality planets. Centicompin. It's a weird name. Come on, Eradicator. Nope. Don't need drugs. Unfortunately, the champion was not recoverable. Ooh, a size 5 jungle world. That's a pretty strong lead. A Cerberus combat freighter. Screw it. Why not? I don't think we're going to be winning any wars with that thing, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. And I'll raffle off that ship once we have, like, a few more. I don't think just doing, like, a weird one-off matters, because it's not a very important ship. So I'll batch them together. This system does seem to have, like, tons of stuff, though. Ooh. another scavenging exo. Now, this is an opportunity to show you that all scavenging exos are the same, right? They have the same, like, potential skills. So once you have one, you don't need the other. So this guy is going to get dismissed. We'll just assume that, like, we put him on a shuttle for the core worlds and not marooned him to die. And I have just... Oh, skill point. I had just enough heavy machinery to salvage or scan this. Pretty good find. Another ruin. So we got a beta core to turn in and a bunch of transplutonics that I'm sure someone will want. And we are at 98% scrap. I'm going to check out the other planets in this solar system for potential ruins, and then we'll head back and sell, and then pick up more of these missions to expand our fleet. Oh, shoot. Alright, as far as my talent points go, gunnery implants. So we can shoot farther. Info about a Terran-centric world. Man, we're getting a lot of, like, super high-quality data. And that new one has high-value planet-side ruins. Which is... Oops. Crap, don't be pirate, don't be pirate, don't be pirate. Intercepting my fleet. Yep, you're a pirate. Or something nasty. Let's get out of here. I haven't used the slipstreams much, so let's try to slipstream back to Sundra to go back to the core to offload everything and sell. And pick up the next mission. I was hoping to move fast enough to be able to get some telemetry data off of this, but nope. Apparently I'm not fast enough. The only thing I don't like about this is, like, every now and then you'll have pirates, like, waiting at the end of slipstreams to try to gank you. And, you come in at your target and then you have to, like, panic because you're getting jumped by some mega fleet. The galaxy is a very not nice place, in other words. Not for a little scrapper like we are. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, roleplaying.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, roleplaying.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow pilots.